That's me exploring a once abandoned hospital in central Cape Town.
This is where the ambulances would like come in. X-ray department, physiotherapy.
But this hospital is now something else.
This is our home.
We've done everything to make it our home.
Activists occupied and then transformed the building into housing for around 1,000 people, many of whom had been evicted from their homes.
Our rent was 600 rand and then the rent shot up to 3,000. I was evicted.
Cape Town is in the depths of a housing crisis. Folks are being forced out of their homes,
We've got hundreds of thousands of people on the waiting list for houses.
while the city is being transformed into a playground for the rich.
A new, wealthier type of person is moving in. Long-time residents say they're paying the price.
We are fighting for affordable housing. We moved in and we will stay here till death.
Hi, I'm Yara, and I'm in South Africa to unpack how Cape Town residents like these are fighting for a place in their city.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome.
I'm here to meet Denver, one of the activist leaders at the hospital. This place is massive, and he's going to show me around.
This is straight up a hospital corridor. You can even see the hospital doors, like you've kept the same doors.
This area around here was part of the X-rays, the operating rooms.
So this is that hospital light that shines on patients as they're being operated on.
Yep. Every department have been occupied.
Whew. Okay, I'm not great at soccer.
Hello. This is my kitchen area.
Refrigerator, you have your living room area. Wow, very nice, very homey.
Activists renamed the hospital's Cissie Gool House after the anti-apartheid leader, and it's run by the group Reclaim the City.
We work on a monthly contribution of 100 rand.
That's very fair.
And that 100 rand goes to the maintenance of the building.
And then there's folks who kind of take care of everything else, running the stores,
Oh, you make your own ice cream? Oh, you made these? Wow, that's amazing.
after-school programs, faith groups, a library,
There's a cat in my library.
She's an educated cat. Yeah. Because she's in the library.
and so much more.
Oh, you're the tailor. It's a little village. Yeah.
But this little village is built on revolutionary politics.
It's imperialism, gentrification. You're reading like revolutionary texts.
And then go out and implement it here.
So how did an old abandoned hospital become Cissie Gool House? Well, the hospital was first occupied in 2017. It started as a protest against the city's sale of public land to private developers. Most notoriously, this former school right near Cissie Gool House.
The provincial government decided to sell the prime land instead of developing it.
The occupation of Cissie Gool House led to the courts overturning the sale of the school and put the issue of affordable housing on the public agenda. But in a city like Cape Town, where the cost of rent has shot up in recent years, the Cissie Gool House occupation quickly became a lifeline.
We couldn't pay the rent where we lived. We've moved 15 times already.
The hospital stood empty for 20-something years.
It was just rats and dirt.
So the people just cleaned up.
For the first time, I can feel that I don't have to go anywhere anymore.
They think we are gangsters living here. We just cannot afford the rent out there.
So how did housing in Cape Town get so bad? For one, the city remains heavily segregated due to its apartheid history. In 1950, South Africa's white minority government enforced separate development, where South Africans were divided into racial groups and kept apart from each other. Certain neighborhoods were designated as white only, or colored only, and so on. Black, colored, and Indian families were forcibly removed from their homes and pushed to the outskirts. The city center, where a lot of the opportunities were mostly reserved for whites. And while apartheid officially ended in the 90s, people here say the same segregation remains.
You were evicted under apartheid from your neighborhood, and that same thing happened to you after apartheid.
Yes, the very same.
Cape Town's neighborhoods are becoming unaffordable, and the city's downtown mainly caters to tourists.
Apartheid is over, and then we renew it with gentrification.
It is today who's got money.
Housing experts say the government isn't building enough new public housing. And when it does, it's way out of the city, where land is cheaper.
We have as much right as any citizen here in Cape Town. Why should we be put on the outskirts?
But the residents of Cissie Gool say that they are proof that there is another way, where people can stay in their communities.
We want to stay here forever.
Yeah, you built public housing.
Yeah.
And today, they're getting closer to making this abandoned hospital into a permanent residence. After years of eviction attempts, the city wants to sell the property. And that means residents can actually try to collectively buy and manage the site as a nonprofit.
It's our land, that's why we say land for people, not for profit.
What is it? Oh, capitalism.
Capitalism is the reason why there's no housing.